Let us first consider the very nature of improvement itself. What is improvement, really? Is it not a curious concept? We speak of bettering ourselves, of progressing, of moving forward. But forward towards what? And from where? You see, the moment we begin to contemplate improvement, we create a duality, a separation between what is and what could be. We imagine a future self more refined, more capable, more enlightened than our present self. And in doing so, we split our existence into fragments, the now and the not yet. But here's the cosmic joke, the divine play that we're all engaged in. There's no separation. The you of this moment, the you that seeks improvement, is the same you that will exist in all future moments. The acorn doesn't improve to become an oak. It simply unfolds into what it already is. The caterpillar doesn't improve to become a butterfly. It merely reveals its hidden nature. So, when we speak of these 10 things we must improve daily, understand that we're not talking about becoming something other than what we are. We're talking about uncovering, revealing, and expressing the fullness of our being that is already present, already perfect, already complete. Now, you might be thinking, Alan, if we're already complete, why bother with improvement at all? But that's the beautiful paradox of existence. We are complete, and yet we are ever changing. We are perfect, and yet we are continuously unfolding. It's like a river, always full, always itself, and yet always flowing, always renewing. So, let us approach these 10 aspects of daily improvement, not as a ladder to climb or a mountain to conquer, but as a dance to enjoy, a song to sing, a play to perform. Let us improve not because we are lacking, but because we are abundant. Not because we are flawed, but because we are magnificent. Not because we must, but because we can. Awareness. The first thing we must improve daily is our awareness. But what is awareness? It's not just about being alert or attentive, it's about being awake to the fullness of existence in each moment. It's about recognizing that you are not just a tiny ego trapped in a bag of skin, but that you are the entire universe experiencing itself through a particular point of view. Imagine for a moment that you are the sun. The sun doesn't try to shine. It simply shines because that's its nature. In the same way, awareness is your nature. You don't need to try to be aware. You simply need to remove the clouds of distraction, worry, and preconception that obscure your natural radiance. So, how do we improve awareness daily? By remembering to remember, by catching ourselves in moments of unconsciousness and gently, lovingly bringing ourselves back to the present. It's like waking up from a dream within a dream, realizing that what we thought was so terribly important, our worries, our plans, our regrets, is just another layer of illusion. Practice this. Throughout your day, pause. Take a breath. Look around you as if you're seeing the world for the first time. Feel the air on your skin. Listen to the sounds around you. Taste the inside of your mouth. Smell the scents in the air. Be here now, fully and completely. Do this not once, not twice, but as often as you can remember. Make it a game, a delightful dance of awakening. As you cultivate this awareness, you'll begin to notice something extraordinary. The boundary between you and the world will start to blur. You'll realize that the observer and the observed are one and the same. The awareness that perceives the world is not separate from the world it perceives. It's all one grand cosmic dance. Acceptance? Now, as we deepen our awareness, we naturally come to the second aspect we must improve daily: acceptance. But let's be clear about what acceptance means. It doesn't mean passive resignation or giving up. It means embracing reality as it is, without resistance, without judgment. You see, most of our suffering comes from our resistance to what is. We have an idea of how things should be, and when reality doesn't match that idea, we struggle, we fight, we suffer. But here's the secret: the map is not the territory. Our ideas about reality are not reality itself. Just thoughts, So how do we improve our acceptance? By recognizing that every moment is as it should be simply because it is. This doesn't mean we can't act to change things. But our actions come from a place of clarity and peace, not from resistance and struggle. Wherever you find yourself resisting a situation, pause. Take a breath. Say to yourself this too. This too is part of the dance. This too is an expression of the cosmic play. This too is perfect in its own way. Feel how your body relaxes, how your mind quiets when you truly accept what is. As you cultivate acceptance, you'll find that life becomes much easier. You'll stop exhausting yourself fighting against the current of existence and learn to flow with it. You'll discover that acceptance is not weakness, but the deepest kind of strength, compassion. As we deepen our awareness and acceptance, we naturally come to the third aspect we must improve daily, compassion. But let's understand what true compassion is. It's not just feeling sorry for others or wanting to help them. It's recognizing that there is no other. It's realizing that we are all expressions of the same universal consciousness. You see, when we truly understand that we are not separate from the world, that we are the world, compassion becomes as natural as breathing. It's not something we do. Just as your right hand doesn't hesitate to help your left hand if it's injured. When we recognize our fundamental unity with all beings, compassion flows effortlessly. So how do we improve our compassion daily? By extending our sense of self, by recognizing ourselves in others, by saying that their joys and sorrows are our joys and sorrows. Look at the people around you. Strangers on the street, colleagues at work, family at home. See if you can recognize yourself in them. See if you can feel what they're feeling. Understand that if you were born with their genes, raised in their environment, faced with their challenges, you would be them. And in a very real sense, you are. As you cultivate compassion, you'll find that your relationships transform. The boundaries between self and other will soften. You'll discover a love that doesn't depend on conditions, a kindness that doesn't expect return. You'll realize that in helping others, you're helping yourself because there is no difference. Presence. Now, let's move to the fourth aspect we must improve daily. Presence. But what do we mean by presence? It's not just about being physically present in a place. It's about being fully engaged, fully alive in each moment. It's about bringing your whole being, body, mind, and spirit, into the now. You see, most of us spend our lives shuttling between the past and the future. We're either lost in memories and regrets or anxious about what's to come. But life, real life, only happens in the present moment. The past is gone, the future is not yet here. All we ever have is now. So, how do we improve our presence daily? By continually bringing ourselves back to the present moment. By anchoring ourselves in the here and now. Practice this. Whatever you're doing, do it fully. If you're eating, taste every bite. If you're walking, feel every step. If you're talking to someone, listen with your whole being. Don't let your mind wander to what you'll do next or what happened earlier. Be here, now, completely. As you cultivate presence, you'll find that life becomes richer, more vibrant. Colors seem brighter, sounds clearer. Sensations more vivid. You'll discover that each moment is infinitely deep, infinitely fascinating. You'll realize that you don't need to seek happiness in some future state, because the fullness of life is always available right here, right now. Curiosity. As we deepen our presence, we naturally come to the fifth aspect we must improve daily. Curiosity. But let's understand what true curiosity is. It's not just about acquiring information or satisfying intellectual hunger. It's about approaching life with a sense of wonder, with a beginner's mind. You see, most of us go through life thinking we know how things are. We have our beliefs, our opinions, our worldviews, and we see everything through these filters. But true curiosity means being willing to question everything, including our most cherished beliefs. It means being open to the possibility that things might not be as we think they are. So how do we improve our curiosity daily? By cultivating a sense of not knowing. By approaching each moment, each person, each situation, as if we're encountering it for the first time. practices. Look at familiar things as if you've never seen them before. Ask yourself, what is this really? Don't settle for the easy answer, the label, the category. Look deeper. Wonder question. Be willing to be surprised. As you cultivate curiosity, you'll find that the world becomes an endless source of fascination. You'll discover that there's always more to learn, more to explore, more to understand. You'll realize that the more you know, the more you realize how much you don't know, and that's a wonderful thing. Creativity. Now let's move to the sixth aspect. We must improve daily. Creativity. But what is creativity, really? It's not just about making art or coming up with new ideas. It's about living life as a creative act. It's about recognizing that each moment is a blank canvas, and we are the artists. You see, most of us live our lives on autopilot, following routines and patterns that we've established or inherited. But life is not a script to be followed. It's a work of art to be created. Each moment is an opportunity to bring something new into the world, to express our unique perspective, to make our singular contribution to the cosmic dance. So how do we improve our creativity daily? By breaking out of our routines, by challenging our assumptions, by daring to do things differently. Practice is in your daily activities. Look for opportunities to do things in a new way. Take a different route to work. Try a new recipe. Express an idea in a way you've never done before. Don't worry about being original or impressive. Experiment, explore. As you cultivate creativity, you'll find that life becomes more vibrant, more exciting. You'll discover that you have endless resources of imagination and innovation within you. You'll realize that you're not just a passive observer of life, but an active co-creator of reality. As we embrace our creativity, we naturally come to the seventh aspect. We must improve daily connection. But let's understand what true connection means. It's not just about having relationships or being part of a community. It's about recognizing and experiencing our fundamental interconnectedness with all of existence. You see? The idea that we are separate individuals, isolated in our own skins, is the greatest illusion. In reality, we are like waves in the ocean of consciousness, distinct in form, but not separate in essence. Every thought we think, every action we take, ripples out and affects the entire universe. How do we improve our connection daily? By consciously recognizing and nurturing our relationships, not just with other people, but with all of life, with the earth, with the cosmos itself. Practice now, your day. Pause to acknowledge your connections. Feel your feet on the earth and recognize that you're connected to the entire planet. Breathe in the air and realize that you're sharing breath with all living beings. Look at the stars and understand that the elements in your body were forged in their furnace. As you cultivate connection, you'll find that your sense of isolation and loneliness dissolves. You'll discover a profound sense of belonging, not just to human society, but to the entire cosmos. You'll realize that you're never alone, because you are an integral part of the grand tapestry of existence. Balance. Now let's move to the eighth aspect. We must improve daily balance. But what do we mean by balance? It's not just about managing our time or maintaining physical equilibrium. It's about harmonizing the various aspects of our being, body, mind, and spirit, and aligning ourselves with the natural rhythms of the universe. Life is full of apparent opposites. Work and rest, action and reflection, giving and receiving, solitude and community. The key is not to choose one over the other, but to dance between them, to find the dynamic equilibrium that allows each aspect to support and enhance the others. So how do we improve our balance daily? By being aware of these polarities in our lives and consciously seeking to harmonize them. Practice. Notice when you're leaning too far in one direction and gently adjust. If you've been very active, take time for stillness. If you've been giving a lot, allow yourself to receive. If you've been focusing on the material, turn your attention to the spiritual, like a tightrope walker. Make small, continuous adjustments to maintain your balance. As you cultivate balance, you'll find that life becomes smoother, more graceful, You'll discover that you can navigate challenges with greater ease and resilience. You'll realize that balance is not a static state to achieve, but a dynamic dance to enjoy. Growth. As we find our balance, we naturally come to the ninth aspect: we must improve daily. Growth. But let's understand what true growth means. It's not just about acquiring knowledge or skills. It's about expanding our consciousness, deepening our understanding of ourselves and the world. You see? Growth is the nature of life. Just as a tree doesn't try to grow, it simply grows because that's what trees do. We too are naturally inclined towards growth. The question is not whether we will grow, but in what direction and with what awareness. So how do we improve our growth daily? By embracing challenges, by stepping out of our comfort zones, by being willing to make mistakes and learn from them. Each day, do something that stretches you. Learn something new. Try something you're not good at. Have a conversation about a topic that challenges your views. Approach your failures and setbacks as opportunities for growth. As you cultivate growth, you'll find that life becomes an exciting journey of continuous discovery. You'll find joy in the process of learning and evolving, not just in reaching goals. You'll realize that there is no end point to growth, no final state of perfection to achieve. And that's the beauty of it. Gratitude. Finally, we come to the 10th aspect. We must improve daily. But what is true gratitude? It's not just saying thank you or appreciating good things that happen to us. It's about recognizing the gift that is life itself in all its forms, in all its moments. You see, when we truly understand that our very existence is a miracle, that each breath is a gift, that each experience, pleasant or unpleasant, is an opportunity for growth and understanding, then gratitude becomes our natural state. So how do we improve our gratitude daily? By consciously recognizing and appreciating the abundance that surrounds us, even in moments of challenge or scarcity. Practice throughout your day. Pause to acknowledge the gifts in your life. The air you breathe, the ground that supports you, the people who challenge you, the experiences that shape you, all of it is a gift. Say thank you. Not just with your words, but with your entire being. As you cultivate gratitude, you'll find that your perception of life transforms. What once seemed ordinary becomes extraordinary. What once seemed scarce becomes abundant. You'll discover that gratitude is not just a response to good things, but a powerful force that can transmute even difficult experiences into opportunities for growth and joy. Now, my dear friends, as we come to the end of our exploration of these 10 aspects of daily improvement, let us remember that they're not separate things, but interconnected facets of the same jewel, the jewel of conscious living. Awareness allows us to see clearly. Acceptance allows us to embrace what we see. Compassion allows us to connect deeply. Presence allows us to engage fully. Curiosity allows us to explore endlessly. Creative action allows us to belong completely. Balance allows us to harmonize perfectly. Growth allows us to evolve continuously. And gratitude allows us to appreciate unconditionally. As you work on improving these aspects daily, you may find that focusing on one naturally enhances the others. As you become more aware, you become more accepting. As you become more accepting, you become more compassionate. As you become more compassionate, you become more present, and so on, in a beautiful, self-reinforcing cycle of growth and expansion. But remember, the goal is not perfection. The goal is not to reach some final state of enlightenment or self-improvement. The goal, if we can speak of goals at all, is to fully engage in the process, to dance the dance of life with full awareness and joy. You see? Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. These 10 aspects are not tasks to be completed, but invitations to be accepted. They are not burdens to bear, but gifts to unwrap. So, my friends, as you go forth from here, I invite you to approach these daily improvements not with grim determination or anxious striving, but with playfulness, with curiosity, with joy. See them as opportunities to explore the vast, wondrous territory of your own being. Remember, you are not separate from the universe. You are the universe expressing itself as a human for a little while. These improvements are not about becoming something other than what you are, but about fully realizing and expressing what you have always been. In each moment of awareness, in each act of acceptance, in each gesture of compassion, in each instance of presence, in each spark of curiosity, in each burst of creativity, in each experience of connection, in each point of balance, in each step of growth, in each feeling of gratitude, you are the universe, knowing itself, loving itself, celebrating it. And what could be more wonderful than that? So, go forth, my friends, improve daily, not because you must, but because you can. Not because you are incomplete, but because you are infinite. Not because you are flawed, but because you are magnificent. Embrace each day as a new opportunity to unfold, to reveal, to express the fullness of your being. Dance the dance of life with full abandon. Sing your unique song with all your heart. Play your part in the cosmic drama with complete engagement. And as you do, know that you are not alone. You are supported by the entire universe. You are loved beyond measure. You are, in each moment, in each breath, perfect, complete, and whole. Thank you for joining me on this journey of exploration and discovery. May your path be filled with joy, with growth, with love. May you continue to improve daily, not to become better, but to more fully be who you already are. And remember, in the grand cosmic joke that is life, the punchline is always now, so laugh, my friends. Laugh with the sheer joy of being alive, of being aware, of being you. Thank you. And may your journey be ever unfolding, ever surprising,